Saturday's main match at Tynecastle against Hibs, and we'll hear his on-field version of events once we've seen the highlights. Neither capital side had won a league match before this latest derby since mid-November. Stevie Frail brought back Steve Banks in goal. There was also a starting place for Egert Jonsson. Velička the main striker, with Cisnauskas and Driver looking to get forward down the flanks. Ian Murray back in a Hibs jersey after spells at Rangers and Norwich, and taking over the fullback role of Birmingham signing David Murphy. Another new signing, John Rankin, on the bench. The commentary once again from Jim Proudfoot and Scott Booth.
Palazuelos. Jones stepped up from the defensive line. Palazuelos with the effort. Macalambe very great for the beat it away. And then Murray concedes the corner.
Well, Hibs have been warned. It's the amount of players that Hearts have in that area.
Nicely weighted ball from him here for Driver, and then the looping deflection from Jonsson goes wide for a corner.
Yeah, normally we talk about Hibs midfield three controlling things, but it's the Hearts midfield three.
Again, they look for the ball at the back post. Macalambe can't stop it. The referee's assistant has given it. Velička scores again, and Hearts strike first in the Edinburgh derby.
Hearts have worked this a number of times, but it's Velička that's on hand now. I think Macalambe should do much better. It's more or less straight at him, and he gets two hands to it. It hasn't got that much pace on it. I think he makes a mess of that. If a goalkeeper's going to have a good game, he stops that.
Now Moraes. Good driven ball, and Benji made no contact at all. Had he done so, it could so easily be 1-1.
What a great chance to get Hibs back in the game. Moraes pulls a great ball back. Look at the pace in it. He just drives it across.
Shields out swinger, Jones with a header. Very close from Zamama. Michael Stewart was on the line on sentry duty at that near post.
Well, that's why he's there, Michael Stewart.
Here's Mikkel Yunus. Challenge on him from Murray. Moraes, Fletcher. Trying to turn inside Barrett, still Stephen Fletcher. Good block by Egert Jonsson.
That's the difference between Fletcher and Benjaloon. Fletcher likes that little run.
Delivery, good delivery. Well, Fletcher couldn't get the touch, it just bypassed him. Banks able to fall on it and deny Hogg the equaliser.
I can see Karapidas doing all he can to get close to Hogg.
Driver. And the header saved by Macalambe to deny Mikkel Yunus the goal which would have sealed it.
Well, this is Mikkel Yunus. This time Macalambe doesn't take it first time, but managed to grab onto it the second time. Just not wide enough for Mikkel Yunus to make it more difficult for Macalambe.
I thought first half we were excellent. The tempo that we played at, the way we passed the ball, moved it, defended and put Hibs under pressure. Slightly reverse in the second half, I thought, but I just thought we'd done enough to win the game.
First half not good enough at all. We were not positive enough. Our players who didn't take responsibility, didn't initiate attacking runs, and but the second half I thought much better. Although we started forcing a little bit in the end, maybe suffocated the up front, the play a little bit, and maybe we made it more difficult for us than we should have.
It's been well documented, our training's changed, it's more sharper, it's more enjoyable, it's more fun, and the boys are wanting to win all the time, and when we sharp-sided games and sharp possession, we're working hard, and as I say, the boys are enjoying it, and we're getting that will to win back again, and that spirit, and everybody's loving it just now.
Jim Duffy was in the SPL Live studio on Saturday. This man was playing, well, for 65 minutes. What happened?
It's difficult to explain. I had a bit of a pain in my chest, and I had a look. The doctor and the physio had a look at it before the game, and they gave me a stomach settler.
Didn't work, did it?
Pill. Well, the first half I felt okay, and it was just the start of the second half. The pain came back, and then I was sick a couple of times, and then my legs just felt like terrible, and I didn't have any energy, and you know, I was concentrating more on the pain rather than the game of football, and you know, thankfully, you know, I had to come off for the rest of the team, really.
Great result for Hearts though in the end. You must have enjoyed the 90 minutes.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you know, I watched the sort of last half hour stretched out on a bed in the physio's room, and I've got to say the last sort of 10 minutes or so were a wee bit anxious due to the fact that the results haven't been great for us in the recent sort of past, and I think that on Saturday the most important thing was we got the result. Yeah. The performance wasn't as important as it could well be in the weeks that come, but you know, we need the confidence from a victory, and hopefully, you know, like Christoph was just saying there, that the training is much better now. It's much more enjoyable. The atmosphere around the changing rooms, you know, changed unbelievably. And I think that you know, everything's sort of moving in the right direction now, and hopefully we can take the positives from Saturday and move forward, and hopefully get a bit of momentum now.
Jim, from where you were sitting, was it a deserved victory for Hearts overall?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that Hearts created you know, the best chances in the first half. 2 or 3 very good chances, a couple of good saves with Macalambe, and an unfortunate error. And Hibs really had the one chance we saw with the Benjamin miss. But in the second half, Hibs had more possession of the ball, but never troubled Stevie Banks whatsoever. And I think Stevie Friel has got to be applauded for his tactics. You know, the midfield control of the game. Michael, Edgar Jonsson and Palazuelos, I thought, were excellent, and they dominated that area, which is traditionally a strong area for Hibernian.
Well, it was a day of mixed